What are the best anti-Sicilian defense strategies? Imagine facing a defense that has been studied for decades and still keeps players on their toes. The Sicilian defense is one of the most popular responses to the opening move pawn to e4. It offers black many ways to fight for control of the center and create dynamic positions. But if you want to beat it, you need a plan that avoids the heavy theory and keeps your options open. That's where anti-Sicilian strategies come in. They are designed to sidestep the main lines and put black on the back foot early on. One of the most aggressive options is the Grand Prix Attack. You start with pawn to e4, pawn to c5, then develop your knight to c3 and play pawn to f4. This setup aims for a quick kingside attack, catching black off guard. It's simple to learn and can lead to sharp, tactical battles. Many players choose this to avoid deep theory and go straight for attacking chances. Another popular choice is the Closed Sicilian. Instead of pushing d for right away, you develop your knight to c3 and keep your pawn structure flexible. You focus on piece development and kingside expansion, waiting for black to commit. This approach is slower but more positional, perfect if you prefer strategic maneuvering over immediate confrontation. The Alapin Variation is also widely used. You play pawn to c3 early, preparing to push d4 and establish a strong pawn center. It's a straightforward way to challenge black's setup without diving into complex theory. Black often responds with moves like knight to c6 or pawn to d5, but white's plan is clear. Control the center and develop smoothly. The Maróczy Bind is another effective strategy. It involves placing pawns on c4 and e4, controlling the d5 square and restricting black's counterplay. This setup makes it hard for black to break through in the center and puts pressure on their position. It's a solid choice for players who like to squeeze their opponents gradually. Finally, the King's Indian attack system offers a flexible, less theoretical approach. You develop your pieces with knight to f3, pawn to g3, bishop to g2, and pawn to d3. This setup prepares for a strong kingside push and a central break later. It's a good choice if you want to keep your options open and avoid heavy opening theory. Choosing the right anti-Sicilian depends on your style. If you like attacking, the Grand Prix Attack is a good pick. If you prefer positional play, the Closed Sicilian or Maróczy Bind work well. For simplicity and solid control, the Alapin is reliable. Each of these strategies helps you avoid the most heavily analyzed lines and keeps the game in your hands. Remember, the key is rapid development, controlling the center, and creating threats that challenge black's plans. With these tools, you can turn the Sicilian defense into a game where you hold the initiative from the start.